Hello students, we are going to study atomic structure today. To study atomic structure, we have to know some basic things first. What are they? First is our mass number, that is A. Second is our atomic number, that is Z. And third is our neutron number, that is Nu, suppose. So what is mass number? Mass number is number of protons plus number of neutrons in an atom. And what is atomic number? That is number of protons only. Okay. So neutron number, what will it be? That will be A minus Z. That means mass number minus atomic number. So let us see an example here. Let us assume this. It's an isotope of carbon. So what is this? It is our Z or atomic number. And here 12 is our mass number. So what will be the neutron number? That is A minus Z. That means 12 minus 6 equal to 6. That's how we conclude the neutron number. Since the atom is electrically neutral, so the atom has equal number of extranuclear electrons and internuclear protons. So let's write that as atoms are electrically neutral, so number of protons is equal to our number of electrons. Let's see some examples here. Okay. So from this conclusion, what do we get? That if we can just conclude the proton number, we can get the electron number of an atom, or if we conclude electron number, we can get the proton number of an atom. Okay, so let's see. First is our H plus. I'm giving you the examples of ions. Okay, let's see. So here number of electrons. Now you will see that the atomic number of H is what? 1. So it has 1 electron also then, but it is now H plus. So that means it has excluded an electron. So what happens? We will write like this 1 minus 1 because it has 1 electron initially, but it has now removed an electron. So number of electron will be 0. But what happens in case of H minus? So then there initially was 1 electron plus the 1 electron is coming. So there will be 2 electrons. Now in case of Li, we all know it has atomic number 3. So then proton number is 3. So the electron number is also 3. Now for O2, 2 plus. So here we know atomic number of oxygen is 8. So its proton number is 8. And so its electron number is also 8. But here it is excluding 2 electrons. So what will be the? That will be 6. Now in case of N2, you all know 1N has atomic number 7. So in case of 2 N's, it will have 7 plus 7, 14 electrons, right? Now let's see another example, that is of O3 plus. So one oxygen atom has 8 atomic number, so its proton number will be 8. So it has 8 electrons also. So here 3 O atom comes into play. So we're going to write like this, 8 plus 8 plus 8. But what we have to notice here, that is also a plus sign here. So that means one electron is excluded. So what will be the final result? That will be 23. That is for normal H atom, it has Z equal to 1. So here you can see that its mass number, that is A, is also 1. So that means it has neutron 0. So it's a very special case because it is the only and one and only atom that has no neutron, only proton and only electron. Okay, so its mass number and atomic number are both same. So we're going to study isoelectronic species. So what is isoelectronic species? Iso means same, electronic means it is same number of electrons. So the atoms, molecules, or ions which have same number of electrons, that is isoelectronic species. Example, let's see. That is our N2CO Cn minus C22 minus. So here it has 14 electrons. So here you can see 6 plus 8, it has also 14 electrons. Here also 6 plus 7 plus 1, that is it has also 14 electrons, and here also 6 plus 6 plus 2, it is also 14 electrons. So they all have 14 electrons. So that is why they are called isoelectronic species. Okay. Now we are going to see some exceptions like isotopes, isotones, and isobars. Okay. So first we are going to see isotope. What is isotope? That is their Z is same. Okay. Like 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. Here you can see that their Z is same, but their A or mass number is different. So this kind of atoms are together called isotopes. Now what is isotone? In isotone, we have the neutron number same. Okay. Like 6C14, 8016. So if we deduct the neutron number here, that will be 14 minus 6, 8. And here also 16 minus 8, 8. So we can see that neutron number is same. So it is called isotones. Now isobars. In isobar, we see the A is same or mass number is same. So let us see an example. 15P32, 16S32. So here you can see their mass number or A is same, but Z is different. So these are called isobars. Now we have to know some basic things about electromagnetic wave theory. So first, let us see the theory itself. EM theory. Maxwell gave this theory. So he said that if a charged particle, that it can be ion, that can be electron, if that is moving, so it will emit a radiation, and that radiation has electrical as well as magnetic properties. Now, what will be the velocity of this charged particle or ion? That will be as same as the velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the electromagnetic theory, but it doesn't come in it. So from this, we have to see that three things we have to conclude here, 3 or 4 things. First is our wavelength. Okay. Second is our amplitude. Third is our frequency. And fourth is wave number. Okay. So let us see that. First, we have to draw a graph. Suppose a wave is moving like this. Okay. So what will be its wavelength? Wavelength will be, you know, this is called crest and this is called trough. So from this to this, it will be one wavelength. That is called lambda. And amplitude will be its height. So I'm going to conclude the frequency. There is a formula, that is velocity of the wave is equal to wavelength and into our frequency of the wave. So if we have to conclude frequency of the wave, we will just divide the velocity by its wavelength. That's how we deduct the frequency. Now, what is wave number? Wave number is reciprocal of wavelength. Okay. So this is called wave number. So these are also done. Now we are going to see electromagnetic spectrum. What is electromagnetic spectrum? Electromagnetic spectrum is all kinds of electromagnetic radiation. Okay. Only the visible spectrum we can see, but we have many spectrum from that. So first we have to know some basic things, that wave length is inversely proportional to frequency and inversely proportional to its energy. So there is a series that comes in it very often according to its wavelength. Radio waves is greater than microwaves, greater than our infrared, greater than visible, greater than ultraviolet or UV rays, greater than X-rays, greater than gamma rays. Okay. So it is also done. Now we are going to see black body radiation. Okay. So what is black body radiation? So first we have to know what is black body. Suppose this is a black body. Okay. Now let its color be black or something. It doesn't necessary to be black, but for your purpose I'm making it black. So if any energy radiation comes to it, it absorbs it all. Okay. If it have to emit energy or radiation, it will emit it all. So its rate of absorption or rate of emission, that is always will be 1. Now there is a formula of energy of radiation of black body, that is E equal to sigma T to the power 4. Now what is this T? This T is temperature in Kelvin. Okay. So this is how black body radiation is also done.